So you got handles on the sides, the top and bottom, or depending on what you think is the top and bottom, like right here. Really strong and robust, but it's all plastic. Then to open the case, you have one lock on the sides, or top and bottom, and then 3 in the front here. So I got mine with their inserts. This is the lid insert. You can remove that, and there's the empty side. So the difference between this one and some of the other larger Nanuk cases is that the depth of this isn't as deep as the equivalent to the Pelican 1610. Those are a little deeper. This is longer, and that's why I got this. I wanted more liters on the long end, and I didn't need that much depth. This was fine depth for me. But I'm gonna take this out, load it back in here, and fill it with some gear. Here's what I was using previously. This is a Pelican 1560, and there's the lid I was talking about that wasn't the best design with these mesh zippers that you have to screw in to the top. I didn't much care for that. And I've had this for many years now, and this was great. I also have the larger case, this one right here. This is for my Sony equipment. I'm shooting Sony as well. So this is all Sony right here. So now I just loaded up the Nanuk 962 with all my Canon gear. I didn't fill all the top storage yet, so I only filled a couple pockets, but as I was filling them up, I noticed that there was more compartments. So it's not just 3 here and 3 down there. There's also one back here, which is a compartment that could probably fit an iPad 11-inch if you want to, or a notebook. And then here, there's another big one like that. So there's 2 pockets here, and then there's another one here that could probably fit, I don't know what size laptop, but maybe a 13-inch MacBook Air. So those are extra storage, and these are beefy. These can fit a bit of gear. You might not be able to see this here, but I fit 7 cameras and a bunch of lenses and accessories. So let me show you all of the cameras, the 7 cameras I got in here. The first one, I already have it fully set up. This is the Canon C50. Already in the small rig cage, top handle attached. I'm able to just slip it in there. I don't have the microphone attachment. I just take that off because I actually don't use those types of microphones. 2 lenses there. So that's one. My second body is right here. This is the Canon R7. And then underneath the R7, I just fit some lenses that I don't use as much anymore. So I'm able to just pop it there. The third camera is right here. This is the Canon R6 Mark III, which is a great companion to the C50 because they're kind of the same sensor. And then there's a lens under here that I don't use that much, another lens. So that's camera 3. Camera 4 is right here. This is the now old school 5D Mark IV, because I still have some EF glass in here. So if I want to rock EF cameras, I have that. And camera 5 is right here. This is the Canon R50V, which is a good companion to the Canon R7. And camera 6, I have tucked away here. This is the Canon V1. It's a power shot, but this is a bigger than 1-inch sensor, almost micro 4/3 inch sensor. And it has built-in ND filters, image stabilization. It shoots Canon Log 3, 10-bit 422, matches very well with all of these cameras, although the lens doesn't stop lower than f2.8. But this is a great travel camera. Okay for stills, but an amazing vlogging camera. And this shares the same battery as the R50V. So those are 6. And now the 7th camera I have is right here, and that is the Canon V10. This is not talked about as much anymore because I think Canon might be discontinuing this soon, but they still currently sell this at the recording of this video. And this is definitely for vloggers, but I found that with a 1-inch sensor, it doesn't shoot log, but if you're just going for the Canon colors, this is not a bad camera. It doesn't have optical image stabilization, it has some digital image stabilization, and there's a lot of issues with this camera. But if I want a multiple angled shoot, and I just want a camera that, almost like a crash cam, I would use this. Because Canon has yet to come out with an action camera that I like. That's the closest thing to sort of an action camera that I think Canon makes right now. So that is the kit. There's some filters, there's some other things in there, but I was able to fit all of that, 7 cameras and lenses for everything in this Nanuk case.